Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a very fun and exciting video. And I know I say that every video, but I am super excited about today because I am hopping along with a few other, well actually a lot of other ladies on YouTube to help Heather from Heather's Crafty Life celebrate her 4-year YouTube anniversary. Isn't that amazing? So amazing. I'm so excited for her. And in respect of it being her 4th year, she came up with 4 sketches, and all of us are going to be using one of the sketches today. So I will be sure to have links down below to all of the other ladies that are playing along and scrapping and celebrating Heather's 4th YouTube anniversary. So here you can see I have some carousel pictures, and I bought the Carousel collection last year when it came out, and I was so excited to use it, and then I never used it. And so when I saw the sketch that Heather created, this one that I'm using today, I got so excited because it called for full 4x6 photos. And I knew that I had these big photos that I wanted to use of my kids on the carousel at the fair. And so I decided I'm going to pull out my Carousel collection finally and start using it. I've used it a little bit here and there, and it's been sitting on my desk in a container ever since I got it. I just haven't sat down and scrapped these photos, which was the biggest reason why I got the collection. So now here I am going to use this pink paper from the Maggie Holmes Chasing Dreams collection. And at first I was thinking I was just going to leave it that full scrap piece that I had, but I decided it was too big, and so I cut it down. And I am now starting to add the ephemera pieces and everything, and I really loved this pattern that I have on my Fisker's cutter or trimmer to the right, and I knew I wanted to incorporate that somehow, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it exactly. I wanted to follow the sketch, but my layout actually turns out so far from the sketch. But I did receive inspiration from the sketch, and that's what I love about sketches, is that everybody interprets them differently. So what I'm going to decide to do is I am going to cut this blue pattern paper into a banner shape, and I'm going to have it go from the left to the right on that top side with those photos, and then from the right to the left on the bottom photos. Okay, so now here you can see I have added a new cut file, and that carousel that you can see above those bottom photos is from the Paige Evans Etsy shop. I bought that recently because she was having a 60% off sale. By the time this video goes up, I'm not sure if the sale is going to still be going on, but you might want to check out her Etsy shop. It's called Paige by Paige, so it's like Paige, P-A-G-E, by Paige, her name, P-A-I-G-E. Okay, so now I'm going to cut off the branding strip, and then I'm going to start gluing everything down. And I pretty much leave everything the way that it is. I am going to mess with the cut file because it is such an intricate cut file. I wanted it to be smaller, but it didn't really work out with all of the intricate details. And so I am going to cut it out again and make it a little bit bigger. And it does take up more real estate, so I am going to kind of switch around the way that I have everything. And I still really like how it turns out. And it doesn't get switched around too much. So now here you can see I'm gluing all of these pieces down here in the bottom corner. And I absolutely love that zebra that is like the little carousel zebra. It is such a cute ephemera piece. And I was so excited that I could fit it onto the layout. Okay, so I have all of that bottom glued down. Now I'm going to start gluing down everything up at the top, and I'm basically just mimicking everything that I did down at the bottom. And that's what I kind of like about sketches like this, is you pretty much just mimic and you keep everything symmetrical. That's the word I'm looking for. So whatever you do on the top, you do on the bottom as well. And I really like designs like that. I think they're super fun. So now I'm just gluing down these photos, and you can see that Jonas and Brennan picked the same horse. I don't even know if it's a horse or a seahorse. I think it might be a seahorse that they're sitting on, and I just really love these photos of my kids. And the bottom two, the one on the far right is a picture of Tinian and Mark on the carousel together, and then the one to the left is just Tinian being silly, and he never makes a happy face for me when I take photos. Like, I can rarely get him in the moment to smile. And I showed Mark the layout after it was all done, and because my title is going to be like, we love the carousel or something like that. We love riding the carousel, and Tinian doesn't look very happy in either of these photos that he pointed out to me, and I was like, well, that's just Tinian. We still love the carousel, and we have to ride the carousel like 10 times whenever we go to the fair. And I'm not joking at all. I'm pretty sure we rode it about 10 times. And that's my husband outside with the dogs making noises, even though he knows that I'm doing a voiceover. Okay, so now I'm going to glue down the little carousel cut file, and I'm going to use my, oh, what's it called? I was going to say Scotch quick dry adhesive, I think, or tacky glue or something. I don't know. It used to be called quick dry adhesive, right? Something like that. So I'm just going to use that, and I'm just kind of putting it around on the layout or on the cut file. And then now is where I'm going to kind of switch everything up. So I was thinking I would just put that little ephemera piece, the pink piece, on top of the carousel, but I didn't really like the way that looked. And so I'm going to move it. I'm going to glue it down here on the bottom, and I like that a lot better. I'm going to add another little ephemera piece to the right next to that carousel admit 1 ticket. And I believe that is going to be the end. Oh, you can also see that I did make the title, so you can see the black letters underneath the top photos that say "We love the." And then now I'm going to place down the rest of my title. I'm going to use these Maggie Holmes, and that's Max. I'm going to use these Maggie Holmes thickers. And I'm just going to write out the word that says carousel. So "We love the carousel" is going to be my title. And that is it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you hop along and leave a comment on all of the videos so that you can enter in to win a fun little prize from Heather. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great scrappy day. Bye.